What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is for season 2, episode 6. Told you we're gonna get caught up. So Claudia is down at the coroner's office, identifying her daddy's body, while Vic is down at the DA's office signing his cooperation paperwork. Okay. Now, Claudia is still caught up on, trying to tell her daddy that all she ever wanted was his acceptance and all his love, and that, it ain't even have to come to all of this. And then Vic is down in the DA's office, ADA, whoever he talking to, child. And he talking about bringing Claudia down, and she keep telling him, I don't care about Claudia. I don't give a damn about Claudia. I want Tommy and I want Miguel. And everything you do better be information leading me to Tommy and Miguel. Your sister is low-hanging fruit. She is not a priority, okay? So Vic should already know that this situation ain't going to work to his favor, because they don't even have the same goals in mind, okay? So, neither here nor there, child. While that's going on, Tommy at his house pondering, how he gonna get up with Maria. Diamond come by. Maria done invited Tommy to the dealership, child. It's because she gonna buy her a car. She went from not being able to drive to she about to get her a whole car. But, child, who am I to try to figure out these storylines? Because, woo! So, Diamond comes by the house to let Tommy know that Walter Flynn is gone. Finito, out of here. And, of course, Tommy's like, yo, what do you, like, Christmas has come early, like, now's our time to take over the Flint organization and take all that territory. Got a little alfalfa thing working. Take over the organization, and, Diamond is like, well, what about Vic? Vic is going to take over, and Tommy was like, listen, Vic will come to me. Like, we ain't got to worry about all that. Vic will come to me. Which, of course, Vic is going to come to you because Vic is trying to set you up with the DA's office or the ADA or whoever, like I said, the FBI task force, whoever these people are, child. So, of course, he's going to come to you. Which, of course, we know that's what happens. Vic absolutely does come to him. And Tommy should have his antennas up, because when Vic shows up, Vic is like, you can have it all. I want to be back in with CBI. You can have everything. And Tommy is like, wow, like, this is too easy, man, because, I always wanted to, work with you. And, my dad, he was like, well, who did it? He was like, I did. And I think by him saying that he was the one that took Walter out might make Tommy feel a little bit better. And Tommy was like, what about Claudia? Because, like, I got a score to settle with Claudia. And Vic was like, do what you got to do. Like, ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Now, while all of that is going on, Jannard is still looking bad. Okay, Jannard is strung out. He looking bad. He go down to the boxing to the gym, and he talking to Miss Ashanti, and he ended up stealing her necklace, child. She said she got work to do. Hang out, do what you gotta do. He steals her necklace so he could go get high, and Diamond wants to get Jannard back into CBI because, of course, remember, him and Jannard, they bonded over their daddy dying, and his daddy's last words, Diamond feel like he got to take care of Jannard or whatever. So he goes over to Jannard's house, and Jannard is knotted out, pizza all over his shirt, beard growing out, and he is high as hell. And Diamond tells him, what is wrong with you? Like, you just a common, you just a common crackhead now, even though it's heroin. But still, you just a common, drug addict. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, you need to get yourself cleaned up. I'm trying to let Tommy get you back in, but I can't bring you back in like this. Like, I can't bring you back in while you all strung out. And he talking about some get it together. Now, do I want to finish this Jannard thing out now? Do I want to rant later? Because I got some ranting to do on this Jannard situation. I think I'm going to rant later. I'm going to put a pin in that. We'll get to the Jannard in a second. So while this is going on, Tommy is down at the dealership with old girl. And they're basically talking in innuendos and, double talk. They basically flirting with each other over her buying this car, right? She ends up getting a call from the surgeon saying that he got attacked, and So she runs down to the hospital to see him. She sees that his hand is broken, and she knows that her brother did it, right? He describes it was some Mexican dudes that were well dressed. It wasn't a robbery, like they just attacked me. And he was like, who do you think would attack me like that? And she knows it's her brother, and I suspect that the doctor probably thinks she knows something about it too. And she goes to Miguel. Child Miguel is sweating and like he about to die because he need his insulin. Remember, he's scared of needles, so he won't give himself his insulin. And he was like, well, where you been? Where you been? She was like, why would you do that? Like, why did you attack? He's a surgeon. You attacked him. Like, what are you doing? She was like, did you ever think about how this could affect? He was like, I did what had to be done. She was like, I told you to leave it alone. She was like, did you ever think of how this could affect my career? He said, your career. He said, your priority is to do exactly what you're doing right now. Everything else is a hobby. Baby, what he say that for? She threw them gloves and that needle down on the table. She said, well, you do it yourself then. And she got ready to walk out, and her grandmother grabbed her by the arm and told her, so what you think you doing? She was like, I'm leaving. She was like, that's your brother. She was like, no, that's the monster that you raised. If you want him to, you do it. And she walked out. I said, oh boy. I said, here we go with this. Now, while that is going on, Diamond is running around town paying up all of Jannard's debts. He paid Miguel, and when he tried to go and pay Mikos, the Serb, he was like, I don't want your money. I want my territory back. Like, I want the projects. I don't want your money. So, of course, that's never a good thing. When Diamond tells Tommy about it, and Tommy was like, oh, that's not a good thing. If he ain't taking your money, that means he could make a move. Like, I already know how that's gonna work. And so Tommy tells him, he said, look, I'll go talk to him. And of course he side-eyeing Tommy, and Tommy was like, what? I'll be diplomatic. And I'm like, Tommy, you can't spell diplomatic. You can't spell diplomatic, sir. But he did try to be diplomatic. I give Tommy credit. Tommy was eating that man food, and he was basically telling him, look, let's, I know you want that territory, but look, I'm moving powder, you moving pills. We not the same. Like, what? Like, none of this is affecting your bottom line. Like, what's the problem? He was like, just take the money, clear Jannard's debt, and let everybody keep doing what they doing. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't want the money. I want the territory. And, either we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. And Tommy was like, listen, you don't really want to do this the hard way. You don't want to do it no way. We'll get to that in a second, because the Serbs came hard. We're going to get to that, though. So, the reading of the will goes as follows. Vic, you get everything. Caveat, your daddy ain't really have a whole lot left because he was kind of hemorrhaging money, which we already knew. But whatever is left after we pay off all the debts, it belonged to you. The house belonged to you. The cars belonged to you. Everything belonged to Vic. So, Claudia, girl, what you shocked for? Claudia is sitting there mad. Like, you really thought there was something in that will for you? Ma'am. First of all, let's start with the fact that this whole thing started because your daddy is a misogynist who never thought that women were good enough to run anything. So why do you think that as long as he had a male heir alive, as much as he didn't think Vic was all that, we know he thought Vic was a punk. But he also felt like you were not able to handle it either. So she all shocked or whatever. So Vic lets her know, like, yeah, so she thinking that the two of them gonna run something together. Vic was like, yeah, no, that's not how this is gonna happen. Dad left everything to me. I'm in charge. I'm working with CBI and Tommy, and you can do whatever the hell it is that you were gonna do when you thought you was gonna kill me. And she was like, what are you talking about? I didn't do that. He was like, you absolutely did. Like, I'm not stupid. I know that you was gonna let them kill me, and you thought you was gonna run something. So now everybody them turn their back on you. And she was like, well, Tommy's going to kill me. He was like, sound like a you problem. Oh, did I forget to tell you that I'm going to pull your bodyguards and your protection too? So, handle it the however way you need to handle it. She was like, well, I need the money more than you do. Because remember, her daddy cleaned her out, took all her money out her safe, child. He was like, again, that just sound like a you problem. I said, ooh, that was fun. That was fun. Now, while that is going on, Tommy's brother is drunk. Now, he talking about his son and how he didn't do right by his son and how he was never there for his son. I am confusion. Don't he know his son is still alive? Like, he doesn't know he acted like he think his son is dead. Did Tommy lead him to believe that the little boy died? And I'm confusion. Because you are really sitting here getting drunk and feeling sorry for yourself about how horrible of a daddy you was to this little boy, like he dead, but he not dead. He down at the horse farm. Now, I get it that you can't visit him and that it's all for his protection, but I don't know. He really acting like he dead, and he not dead. Anyway. So Claudia goes to the Serbs. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I almost expected the Serbs to basically say, oh, well, I know your brother left you hanging. I know Ireland left you hanging, but we about to leave you hanging too. But no, they still trying to do business with her. So they gave her some protection. And, she, I guess, think that she's still in this. I don't know. She still thinks she in here like swimwear, I guess. I don't know, Chad. So Diamond goes to Jannard. Diamond is still training up Lil Leon. We're going to get back to Lil Leon in a minute. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and knock Lil Leon out, child. Let's go. Because he's still training Lil Leon. Now, he ends up going over to Leon's house, and the mama is thanking him. Now, the mama is still flirting with him. And just as he getting ready to ask the mama out on a date, the daddy come in the house. Now, I was confused in here, too. Because that woman was flirting like she was a single mama living all by her lonesome. Baby, she got a whole man in that house. But it seemed like he's abusive. He come in the house with a case of beer, and he ready for a fight. Now, he don't know who he fighting with, Diamond. But the little boy gives Diamond that look like, here we go. This that bullshit. He is disrespectful to Diamond. You know what I'm saying? He talking his shit. Who is this man? Why he in my kitchen? The wife trying to explain it away. Like, oh, he's Diamond. That he training Leon. What you mean training Leon? What you mean training Leon? I don't need another man teaching my son how to be a man. Clearly you do. Diamond leaves, though. But you know how, in true Diamond fashion, because he got to be Captain Saberho. He is watching what's going on. And he sees the father basically, talking to the boy crazy, disrespecting him, cussing him, telling him, to fight, telling him I ain't raising no soft dudes, da-da-da-da-da. And so, Diamond decides in that moment that he gonna handle it. So at the end of the episode, we see Diamond roll up on the daddy. He getting high with, I guess, his little side piece. And Diamond tells him to leave his family and leave his son. He was like, you don't care about your woman and you clearly don't like your son. So leave him alone. And he was like, what you talking about? Leave him alone. He was like, leave him alone. So Diamond ends up choking the dude till he damn near passes out and told him, leave him alone. I said, leave him alone, leave him alone. Now, while Diamond is down at the gym, let me rewind a little bit. While Diamond is down at the gym, he talks to Ashanti. And he was like, we got a problem. Jannard got a problem. She was like, I know. He was like, what you mean you know? She said, man, I can see a tweaker a mile away. Like, I knew that he on that stuff. Diamond was like, well, look, I'm trying to get him back in CBI, but I can't bring him back in like that. Like, I'm trying to get Tommy to trust me and to trust Jannard. I can't do it. He was like, I can't bring him in like this. I can't do it. She was like, I get it. I understand. She said, well, I tell you what, if you bring Jannard back in, you can have my territory. Like, I know you want my territory. She was like, you bring Jannard back in, you got me, and you got my territory. So, Diamond takes that to Tommy, and Tommy is definitely down for it, right? Tommy, he wasn't down for bringing Jannard in, but he was definitely down for bringing in her territory. He was like, well, you should have led with that. He said, but I tell you what, Diamond, Jannard stepped out of line, he did. And I mean, you could tell Diamond didn't like it, but he was like, that's fair. I get it. I understand. Like, the man tried to kill me and kill you, and we giving him a second chance. Now, Tommy's not stupid either, and I feel like Tommy already know that it's something more there. That's something. I think Tommy already knows that Jannard is on something, but he ain't saying it. I guess he's like letting them, dig their own hole, so to speak. I guess I don't know, but she ends up going to Jannard. Ashanti ends up going to Jannard, and she tells him, listen, you need to get your ish together. You need to get your ish together. Like, listen. And then she gives him this whole... Child, why she give him this whole Black Panther speech talking about some, show them who you are. You're a king. I said, she stole that straight from the damn Wakanda. Okay? Show them who you are, T'Challa. That's what I heard when she said it. It was just, I was in here laughing because I was like, huh? But she slaps him around a little bit, tells him to get it together, and then she tells him it's either the drugs or it's me. Now, let me say this. I'm all here for, like, an emotional moment, but anybody in here know, like I know, you ever been around a real tweaker, this dude is strung out. Listen, real tweakers have chosen drugs over their family, their children, their livelihood, everything. They done been on the streets, lost their job, lost their family, house, home, all of that over some drugs. And he just turned the drugs over. And then we see him eating a salad and drinking some green juice, and he's supposed to be clean. Now, I know I'm a couple of episodes behind, so I'm assuming that in the next couple of episodes, we're going to see Jannar still getting high. Because this man ain't been to no program. He ain't detoxed. We ain't seen him laying on the floor sweating and throwing up. We have not seen none of that, okay? Now, maybe they don't feel like they need to show us that whole process. I understand. But what I do know is eating a salad and drinking some green juice does not detox your system from no damn heroin. Maybe if you want to cleanse your body from toxins of bad food, but not no heroin. Now, while he eating this salad and drinking this green juice, Claudia comes to Jannar with a deal. She wants to work with Jannar. Now, Jannar hits her with the, oh, but when I came to you with a deal, you told me your hands were full. So I'm telling you now, I'm back with CBI and my hands are full. Now, Shanti is over in the corner listening, okay? And I wasn't sure what that look was that Ashanti was giving us until we get to the end of the episode. And she's giving Jannar the whole, part 2 of the Wakanda speech. Like, I ain't going to let no white man in here and take what's ours. Like, nah, we're going to get in good. We're going to get them to trust us. And then we're going to take care of Tommy like we need to. And we're going to take over and take back what's ours. And Jannar was like, what? Huh? Like, ain't this what got me in trouble in the first place? Like, I thought I was just back in good with CBI. And I was drinking my green juice and eating my salad trying to get clean off this heroin. And now you saying we about to go to war again? I am confusion. And that was the look on his face. And so am I. I am confusion. Because if you was that... Girl. Anyway, moving on. So, Jannar, Tommy, and... Diamond had their whole kumbaya come to Jesus moment, and they dap it up. Jannar apologizes. Tommy accepts it, but Tommy lets him know, bro, you already got a strike. Ain't no 3 strikes, it's 2 strikes. Another strike, you gone. Okay. Now, Claudia's ex-girlfriend done come through to visit her, talking about, as soon as I heard what happened, I dropped on my mom's private jet to come and check on you. And her and Claudia have a moment. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think Claudia is actually sort of genuine with this girl. I mean, she clearly knows who Claudia really is. She understands that Claudia's family is like in that life. They went to boarding school together, and the girl, and Claudia had a crush on her. So they clearly had that whole little thing. I don't know if this is the girl from the first season that she was messing with. I can't remember. I act like this we in season 10, but it was like 2 years ago. I feel like, but anyway. So she tells Claudia she gonna take her down to the exclusive script club and let her be happy. So they go down to the exclusive script club, child, and they flirty, and they seeing all the dances. And Claudia peeps that the dancers have pills and they getting people high. So Claudia see opportunity where opportunity is, and Claudia slides up next to one of the dancers and was like, who you get your pills from? And she was like, we got to bring them in ourselves because the clients can't bring drugs in here. And she was like, okay, well, I could double your profit. So now Claudia got it in. And see, that's the deal she tried to take to Jannar about getting into the script clubs. But Jannar was like, yeah, I ain't here for it. So we'll see where she goes with that. Moving on. We see Vic, showing Tommy the ropes, showing Tommy the territory and stuff. And the FBI is hot on his trail. Now, Tommy gives Vic a burner phone, which, of course, the Popo see him do. And, as soon as Tommy pulls off, he runs over to the Popo and he's like, listen, y'all are too close to me. Like, you are trailing too close. If I saw you, Tommy gonna see you. And then when Tommy see you, Tommy gonna kill me. So I'm gonna need you to chill out. And the dude was like, listen, I'm gonna need you to trust me. Like, I'm gonna really need you to trust me. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not new to this. Like, this ain't my first rodeo, bro. Okay? Tommy is trying to call Maria, and Maria is not answering any of his phone calls. And he like, damn, what the hell did I do? Like, we was good. I thought we was chilling. We was just getting ready down to the dealership. I was getting ready to buy. Like, what happened in the last day or two that you're not returning my phone calls or my texts? So Vic gets called into the FBI office, and she asked him, what information do you have for me? And he was like, look, my sister, she was like, bruh, how many times do I have to tell you I really don't care about what your sister got going on? I don't know. I done told you that. I done said it once, twice, 3 times a lady that I don't care about what your sister got going on, okay? I'm telling you that I want Tommy. She said, do you have his phone number yet? And he was like, no. And she was like, bruh, you think I'm stupid? Like my people was watching you, and we absolutely saw you get a phone number from Tommy. So Vic, he talking to the spirit of Christmas past. He talking to Gina saying, look, I got Walter, I got one more thing I got to do. Even though I like Tommy tried to warn us. The only way I'll be able to get out this life and really be at peace is if I bring Tommy down. So, he's made up his mind that he's going to have to go full throttle into this deal he made with the ADA situation, child. Now, Tommy, being the lovesick puppy that he is, he shows up down to Maria's job. He is like, listen, I don't understand why you got me on silent. Like, why are you do not disturbing me? I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense to me. And she was like, Tommy, first of all, you can't just be showing up at my job. Like, I have a real career here. Like, I'm not, working the drive-thru, okay? I got a real career here, and I ain't got time for all of this, okay? But she pulls Tommy aside, and she says, listen, my brother is crazy. My brother attacked a dude that he thought was putting his hands on me, even after I told him not to do it. So what do you think he gonna do to you? And Tommy was like, listen, I appreciate your concern, but I'm a big boy. Like, I like you, you like me, we like each other. It is what it is. I know what I'm getting myself into, and I will handle your brother however I need to handle your brother. Now, I've been saying this all along. It's stupid to me, but, whatever. But while they're there, Tommy gets a phone call. He has to take off, right? Baby, we go down to the projects, and they doing what people at the projects do, child. They barbecuing, they listening to music, they hanging out, they shooting dice, all the the stereotypical things that happen in the down to the hood, okay? Baby, them Serbs pull up about 4 SUVs deep, and baby, they open fire on everybody that's out there. But on top of them open fire, baby, they got grenade launchers or whatever them things were, and they were literally shooting rockets into people's houses. They didn't set the projects on fire, okay? Now, one of Tommy's associates, I think that's Big Smurf, was it Big Smurf? Got shot up. So, Maria, of course, is at the hospital when all the bodies start rolling in. She see Big Smurf, and she was like, where's Tommy? Was Tommy with you? And he was like, I want to say he said, yeah, that Tommy was there. But, I don't know. But anyway, she thought Tommy was there and Tommy was hurt. So, she runs over to Tommy's house, and she's all upset, like, oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness. Tommy, I thought you was dead. You wasn't returning none of my phone calls. What's going on? And they end up having sex, child. I can't with them. They end up having sex. And the Serb sends Tommy a message saying basically that's what the whole North Side gonna look like if I don't get my territory. Like, if you don't do what I asked you to do, like, this would have just get ready. Like, you thought you was gonna make a move, or you thought you was gonna be able to win this war. I'm letting you know now that's not how it goes. Okay. Now, Tommy ends up having a dream of some damn Holly. And Holly is trying to warn Tommy away from Maria, saying, listen, she not like me. You destroy everything. You're going to end up destroying her. Leave her alone while you still have a chance. It's basically what the message was. Tommy asked for her forgiveness. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And, of course, in this dream, she pregnant. Because, remember, she was pregnant. Weird. But that's where the episode ends. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.